Hey Steelers fans, the winds of change are finally sweeping through Pittsburgh, and it is hard to overstate just how pivotal this moment is for the franchise. For years, we have seen the team operate under a familiar rhythm, with Mike Tomlin at the helm, steady, consistent, and always the face of the organization. But now, with the coaching position opening up, the Steelers have the opportunity to embrace transformation on every level, and it feels like the perfect moment to think beyond just replacing a coach. This isn't about chasing trends or copying what other teams are doing. It's about boldly stepping into a new era that combines innovation, analytics, and a renewed commitment to excellence across the board. This transition is not just about the XS and OS, though of course those are crucial. It's about building a culture that reflects modern football at its highest level. From the top leadership down to every member of the coaching staff, the Steelers have a chance to redefine how they operate. This starts with investing wisely in the staff, making sure that coordinators and their teams have both the resources and accountability they need to succeed. There's no reason to shy away from paying for top-tier expertise, nor should there be hesitation in making changes if performance falls short. Excellence cannot be optional. It must be demanded, nurtured, and rewarded. Financial investment extends far beyond salaries, too. Facilities, travel arrangements, and even seemingly small details like practice conditions all contribute to the performance on the field. Historically, Steelers' facilities and player accommodations have lagged behind other franchises, and while fans and players have tolerated certain shortcomings out of loyalty, the reality is that investing in infrastructure is just as important as investing in players. Whether it's upgrading fields, improving practice environments, or arranging travel that allows players to rest and recover properly, these decisions have a direct impact on competitive performance. In today's NFL, where every edge matters, these details cannot be overlooked. Equally important is the way the Steelers approach game preparation and in-game decisions. Football has evolved into a numbers-driven, analytical sport, and teams that embrace data at every level gain a measurable advantage. Watching other franchises, you can see how precision in play calling, defensive scheming, and quarterback decision-making has become more sophisticated than ever. The Steelers have the opportunity to integrate analytics in a way that supports every phase of the game. From evaluating the best way to challenge a replay to determining the optimal offensive strategies based on real-time data, there's a huge untapped potential that can elevate this team to a new standard of performance. Leadership, of course, remains the cornerstone. A new head coach is not just a play caller. They're the embodiment of the team's identity and vision. The ideal candidate will not simply impose their philosophy, but will orchestrate the entire coaching staff, balancing offense, defense, and special teams with the right mix of authority and collaboration. In Pittsburgh's case, the focus should be on finding someone who can elevate every coordinator, ensuring that each unit is functioning at its highest capacity while maintaining a coherent team-wide strategy. Past successes under Tomlin have set a high bar, but the next era demands a coach who can innovate while preserving the values that have long defined Steelers football. One area where the team can see immediate improvement is in the operational systems that support decision-making. Football, like all major sports, comes down to margins. Every play, every call, every challenge can swing a game. In recent years, there have been instances where systemic weaknesses, such as ineffective replay challenges or inconsistent application of rules, have cost the team in critical moments. Addressing these shortcomings is not about assigning blame, but about creating a culture of precision and accountability. With the right systems in place, decisions can be made confidently, reducing errors and optimizing performance across the season's 17 games. This philosophy extends to how the Steelers integrate analytics across the organization. Other professional teams have shown the value of combining data with on-field expertise, allowing staff to make informed choices not just in scouting, but in real-time competition. Baseball and hockey franchises in Pittsburgh have led the way in leveraging data for strategic decisions, and football is no different. Understanding tendencies of opponents, situational probabilities, and player performance metrics can be the difference between a good team and a championship-caliber team. The next Steelers coach should embrace this approach, blending intuition with analytical insight to create a system that is both adaptable and precise. The responsibility, however, does not rest solely on coaching. Ownership must actively support this evolution. Payroll in the NFL is constrained, but resources beyond the cap, investments in facilities, staff, technology, and player support, fall entirely under the control of the organization. This is the moment for Steelers leadership to demonstrate commitment to progress, not simply to continue with tradition for tradition's sake. Success in the NFL is rarely an accident. It is built on foresight, investment, and a relentless pursuit of improvement. For a franchise with the history and prestige of the Steelers, embracing change at the highest level is not optional. It is essential. It is also critical that the new leadership does not fall into the trap of overemphasizing one side of the ball at the expense of the other. Football is a game of balance, and even a defensive-minded coach must be equally attentive to offensive development. The goal should be synergy across all phases, ensuring that every unit, offense, defense, and special teams, is optimized and operating with cohesion. Past tendencies to favor one area over another have limited the team's potential, and moving forward, holistic strategy must be the standard. Only by valuing every aspect of the game equally can the Steelers hope to compete at the highest level consistently. Fans, too, have a role in understanding the magnitude of this transition. After nearly 2 decades of stability under Tomlin, adjusting to a new era will require patience, insight, and engagement. Every press conference, every coaching decision, every roster move will be scrutinized, and expectations will inevitably collide with reality. However, this is precisely why now is the perfect time to embrace bold thinking, to analyze every process, and to commit to excellence at every level. This is the opportunity to reimagine Steelers football from the ground up, ensuring that the team not only competes but thrives in a modern NFL landscape. By combining strategic investment, analytical rigor, operational excellence, and visionary leadership, the Pittsburgh Steelers can position themselves for sustained success. This is a rare chance to step back, assess the franchise holistically, and implement changes that resonate for years to come. From upgrading facilities and staff support to integrating data-driven insights and balancing coaching priorities, every element of the organization has an opportunity to be elevated. It is not just about finding the next head coach. It is about redefining what it means to be a Steelers team in the 21st century, blending tradition with forward-thinking innovation to create a foundation for long-term triumph. As we look forward, it's clear that the next chapter for the Steelers isn't just about filling a vacancy at head coach. It's about redefining the organization's approach to every aspect of the game. The leadership team has a rare opportunity to step back and critically evaluate how decisions are made, how resources are allocated, and how the entire staff functions together to achieve results. This is not a superficial adjustment. It is a chance to set a new standard for operational excellence, ensuring that the franchise thrives both on and off the field. Every practice, every meeting, every decision becomes part of a larger system designed for consistent improvement and sustained competitiveness. One of the most significant areas for advancement lies in leveraging modern analytics. Football has evolved into a game where data can be a game changer, yet it has to be applied intelligently. Studying tendencies, examining situational patterns, and analyzing player performance metrics are no longer optional. They are essential tools for gaining a competitive edge. Teams that integrate analytics into their daily operations consistently outperform those that rely solely on tradition or intuition. The Steelers have access to this data and the personnel to interpret it, but to truly capitalize, the organization must embrace a culture that prioritizes evidence-based decision-making. This is about more than just numbers. It's about using every tool at the team's disposal to reduce errors, anticipate challenges, and maximize performance in every facet of the game. Investing in staff development is another area that cannot be overlooked. The next head coach must have a team of coordinators and assistants who are empowered to execute their roles at the highest level. This includes proper compensation, clear accountability, and the freedom to innovate without bureaucratic restrictions. A franchise like the Steelers, with its long-standing tradition, cannot afford to hold back in nurturing talent within the organization. Every coach and staff member should be evaluated on results, innovation, and commitment, with rewards and consequences applied fairly and transparently. Excellence must be incentivized, and mediocrity cannot be tolerated in a league where the margin between winning and losing is razor-thin. Facilities and player resources are an often overlooked aspect of performance, yet they directly influence results on game day. From practice fields and weight rooms to locker rooms and travel arrangements, every detail contributes to how players prepare, recover, and perform. In the modern NFL, a player's environment can be the difference between success and injury, between peak performance and underachievement. Steelers leadership has an opportunity to rethink every element of the player experience, from scheduling and logistics to comfort and support, so that athletes can focus on football without unnecessary distractions. These investments may not appear in salary cap calculations, but their impact on performance and morale is tangible and long-lasting. Game preparation and operational systems also need a thorough examination. In a sport where a single decision can alter the outcome of a game, relying on outdated or inconsistent processes is no longer acceptable. From replay challenges to in-game strategic adjustments, every aspect of preparation must be systematic and precise. Mistakes that were once tolerated due to tradition or habit can no longer be ignored. Creating a culture where decisions are informed by both experience and real-time data ensures that the team consistently operates at its highest potential. This extends to how coaches communicate, how staff members execute responsibilities, and how the organization responds to unforeseen challenges during the season. Leadership at the top must set the tone for this transformation. Owners and executives play a crucial role in defining priorities, allocating resources, and holding the organization accountable. In the NFL, the difference between perennial contenders and struggling franchises often comes down to the quality of leadership and vision at the highest level. Payroll alone does not determine success. It is the strategic use of resources, the empowerment of personnel, and the commitment to excellence in every detail that sets successful teams apart. For the Steelers, this is a moment to demonstrate that leadership is not just symbolic. It is practical, proactive, and unrelenting in its pursuit of improvement. The next head coach will inevitably face scrutiny as they step into the shadow of a 19-year tenure. Fans and analysts will measure every decision against the benchmark of the past, comparing new philosophies to the legacy of Tomlin's leadership. Yet this is precisely why the organization must embrace bold thinking, innovation, and strategic foresight. A coach who integrates analytics, balances offense and defense, invests in staff development, and prioritizes operational excellence will set the team on a trajectory for long-term success. It is about creating a system that endures beyond a single season or a single coach, establishing a framework that supports consistent performance and championship-level preparation year after year. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In what could be one of the most intriguing developments in the NFL this season, rumors are swirling that Arthur Smith, the mastermind behind some of the league's most dynamic offenses, has made a decision that might completely reshape the Pittsburgh Steelers' attack. Sources close to the team suggest that the move could alter the way defenses approach the Steelers, potentially giving them a tactical edge that has been missing in recent campaigns. Steelers fans are buzzing with speculation, as Smith is known for his aggressive play calling and ability to unlock the potential of his quarterbacks and skill players. The whispers around Pittsburgh indicate that the offensive strategy could shift dramatically, possibly incorporating faster-paced drives, creative use of motion, and unexpected personnel packages designed to exploit mismatches. Analysts are already debating whether this change could elevate the Steelers' passing game or make their rushing attack far more unpredictable. What makes this rumor particularly tantalizing is Smith's reputation for innovation. He has consistently demonstrated an uncanny ability to adapt his offense to the strengths of his roster, turning perceived weaknesses into tactical advantages. If the Steelers are indeed embracing his vision, the implications could be massive, not just for the team itself, but for the entire AFC. Opposing coordinators will be forced to rethink their defensive schemes, and the ripple effect could redefine key matchups throughout the season. Even insiders are keeping their cards close to the chest. Nobody seems willing to confirm exactly what Smith's decision entails, though speculation ranges from a major shakeup in play-calling responsibilities to a complete overhaul of personnel usage on the field. Some suggest this could involve giving more freedom to the quarterback, while others hint at an increased emphasis on trick plays or innovative formations that could catch opponents off guard. For Steelers fans, the excitement is palpable. The potential for a revitalized offense has sparked endless debate on sports talk shows, social media, and in local bars. Could Arthur Smith's bold move be the catalyst that finally pushes the Steelers into elite offensive territory? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear: whatever Smith has decided, it has the football world talking. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Pittsburgh Steelers, make sure to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.